Kunja Vihari. Gopijana Girivaranadi. Gopijana Girivaranadi. Yasodanandana Prajajanarandana. Yasodanandana Prajajanarandana. Yamunatira Yamunatira Panasani. Jayada Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jayada Madhava Kunja Vihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaranadi. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaranadi. Yasodanandana Prajajanarandana. Yasodanandana Prajajanarandana. Yamunatira Panasani. Yamunatira Panasani. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Jai Prabhupada 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 Shishimad, Divine ISKCON Acharya, Jagadguru Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parira Jagacharya Astotara Sata Shishimad Divine Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Guri Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Anamacharya Srila Haridasa Kora Ki Jai. Praise Guru Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopala Gopinatha Shyama Radha Kunda Giri Guravadam Ki Jai. Vrindavandam Ki Jai. Bhakturadam Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapudam Ki Jai. Jagannath Puridam Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Itai Gopi Manan. Glorious Assembly. All glorious Assembly. All glorious Assembly. Glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gauranga. Oh, Vishnu Pada Krishna Krishna Prabhupada Shita Gaura Karana Sati Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Naruttamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasa Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtapraisha Badresu Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloki Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnanatirmirandasya Dhyananjana Shalakaya Chakshulagulitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Bandiham Shri Gurun Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabanda Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisavana Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sundhujayevacha Patitanam Pavinavyo Vaishnavavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 11, text number 8. Text number 8. Satyam Daya Tapasocham Titiksheksha Samodhama Ahimsa Brahmacharyam Cha Tyaga Swadhyaya Arajavam Satyam Daya Tapasocham Titikshesha Samodhama Ahimsa Brahmacharyam Cha Tyaga Swadhyaya Arajavam Satyam Daya Tapasocham Titikshesha Samodhama Ahimsa Brahmacharyam Cha Tyaga Swadhyaya Arajavam.
Satyam Daya Tapasocham Titiksheksha Samodhama Ahimsa Brahmacharyam Cha Tyaga Swadhyaya Arajavam.
Tajis.
Satyam Daya Tapasocham Titiksheksha Samodhama Ahimsa Brahmacharyam Cha Swadhyaya Arajavam.
Satyam. Speaking the truth. Without distortion. Or deviation. Daya. Sympathy to everyone suffering. Tapaha. Austerities. Such as observing fasts. At least twice in a month. On a day of Ekadasi. So charm. Cleanliness. Bathing regularly at least twice a day. Morning and evening. I remember it to chant the holy name of God. Titiksha.
Titisha.
Toleration.
Toleration.
Being unagitated
Being unagitated.
by seasonal changes
By seasonal changes.
or inconvenient circumstances.
Or inconvenient circumstances.
Iksha.
Iksha.
Distinguishing between good and bad.
Distinguishing between good and bad.
Samaha.
Samaha.
Control the mind.
Control the mind.
Not allowing the mind
Not allowing the mind
to act whimsically.
to act whimsically.
Dhamma.
Dhamma.
Control of the senses.
Control of the senses.
Not subjecting any living entity to the threefold miseries. Brahmacharyam.
Brahmacharya.
Continence.
Continence.
Or abstaining from misuse of one's semen. Not indulging in sex with women
Not indulging in sex with women
other than one's own wife.
other than one's own wife.
And not having sex
And not having sex
with one's own wife
with one's own wife
when sex is forbidden.
when sex is forbidden.
Like during the period of menstruation.
Like during the period of menstruation.
Cha
Cha.
and
And
Tyaga.
Tyaga.
Giving in charity
Giving in charity
at least 50%
at least 50%
of one's income.
of one's income.
Swadhyaya.
Swadhyaya.
Reading of transcendental literatures
Reading of transcendental literature.
like Bhagavad Gita,
Like Bhagavad Gita.
Srimad Bhagavatam,
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Ramayana,
Ramayana.
and Mahabharata.
And Mahabharata.
Or for those not in Vedic culture,
Or for those not in the Vedic culture.
reading of the Bible
Reading of the Bible.
or Quran.
Or Quran.
Arajavam.
Arajavam.
Simplicity.
Simplicity.
Freedom from mental duplicity.
Freedom from mental duplicity.
Translation. These are the general principles to be followed by all human beings. Truthfulness, mercy, austerity, observing fast on certain days of the month, bathing twice a day, tolerance, discrimination between right and wrong, control of the mind, control of the senses, non-violence, celibacy, charity, reading of scripture, simplicity. That is text 8. So we have been going through the 30 items. So we have looked at three things: truthfulness, mercy, austerity, and today we are looking at Socham, cleanliness. Socham. In 11th canto, this is 7th canto. In 11th canto, Bhagavatam, chapter 11. No, sorry. 11th canto of the Bhagavatam. Chapter 18. Chapter 17, chapter 18. This is chapter 18. Krishna also mentioned similar things while he is talking to Uddhava. And Krishna said, "My dear Uddhava, generally cleanliness, washing the hands, bathing and avoiding that which is untouchable should be followed by all members of society through regulation of the mind, regulation of the words, regulation of the body. One who has realized knowledge of me should maintain general cleanliness, purity, purify his hands with water, take baths, and execute other regulative duties not by force, but by his own free will. In this place, Krishna Prabhupada didn't give purport to them, but he gave purport in this place. Yeah, that was not from Prabhupada, that's his disciples. 11th canto. So there was no purport in this verse in the 11th canto, but is connected with cleanliness, clean. And people say cleanliness is next to God. That is not correct. Cleanliness is God. It is God. Cleanliness. And see all these 30 items, all of them they are all together. All are connected. If you watch carefully, you'll see that we have connected all the principles, these 4 items, we connected all of them together. They unite all of them together. So cleanliness one of the qualities, and all these 30 qualities are Krishna's qualities, because we are his parts and parcels. So we have some of these things to some degree, but not as Krishna. Krishna has it to the extreme, but we have some little quality of these Krishnas. Because of our own tiny nature, we also have tiny of these qualities. Some of them, not all of them. Herein Krishna delineates some aspect of external cleanliness, also internal cleanliness, which Srila Prabhupada has both summarized and supplemented in translating Narada Muni's instruction with the word bathing regularly at least twice a day. Bathing regularly at least twice a day. If one is not bathing twice a day, is dirty. Morning and evening, and remembering to chant the holy name of Krishna. That is internal. The chanting the holy name is internal cleanliness. Bathing, washing hands and washing the clothes and washing the environment and everything else is external. That's all external. The external will lead to the internal. And it is necessary. It is necessary for us to be clean. When you see Chaitanya Charitamrita, when you look carefully into Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya will laugh at me now when I was saying something. Because everything you read new to him. When you look very carefully into Chaitanya Charitamrita, you'll see when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu removed the cloth for bathing, he never put it back. You don't see? It's a new one. That is cleanliness. It's a new one, not the same one. The same one means dirty. Then what we talk about, those who keep the clothes and wear it 2 times, 3 times, and then on Saturday you have 100 set of clothes to do it. You are dirty like animals. If you have 2 pairs of clothes to wash, that is dirtiness. If you have 2 pairs of clothes to wash at the same time, it is dirtiness. That is general. For pujaris, according to Deity Worship Book, there are a number of times to wash to wash the left hand, a number of times to wash the right hand. You remember? Jerry? How many times left hand?
3 times.
Hmm?
3 times.
You're not a pujari. Better change. The pujari. Go back to Mahayaku and do dirty worship. Then you understand. Left hands we wash 7 times. How many times?
7
times. The right hand is 3 times. Not drop. This one is just to purify the hands. Washing is washing with water, not dropping. That is cleanliness. Cleanliness. Having 2 pairs of dress to wash at a time is dirtiness. When you remove it, it's removed. It has to be washed. It's dirt. That's what you see in Chicha Chatamreta. You see Chicha Mahaprabhu and his associate. This is what they do. Now you see different. So you go to ask me, how many times do you read Chicha Chatamreta? Because I read it, I didn't see it. You know? Yes. Not reading. If you just read, you don't see anything. You have to study it. If you study it, then you'll see better. And study means prayerful reading. Prayerful reading. That is study. Prayerful reading. Then you'll see. Like the other 3 principles of religion, cleanliness is a prerequisite for surrendering to Krishna. And is also award one protection from the influence of Kali, as well as a life of prosperity. Cleanliness is what? A prerequisite for surrendering. Surrendering to Krishna. How? How are they connected? How does cleanliness makes one to surrender to Krishna? What is the connection? A person who is dirty cannot be attracted by Krishna. If the heart is dirty, we see ourselves. We see ourselves. It is the same thing we are doing. You know? The same Hare Krishna mantra, the same deities, the same Prabhupada, the same Bhagavatam, the same thing we do. But do we have the same realization? What is responsible for that? The dirtiness of the heart. The dirtiness of the heart. The heart is dirty. The pure devotees, they have complete attachment, complete faith, unquenchable faith and trust in Krishna. Why? The purity. Look at the life of the Pandavas. What is the state of their faith? Why? What is that? Why is this? The purity. The purity determines the quality of faith we have in Krishna. Purity. A person who is not so pure, what is making pure devotee to become more attached to Krishna pushes us away from Krishna? Oh Krishna, why am I suffering like this? What is the prayer of Kunkunti? Is that suffering? Can a suffering person say like that? Doctor, can you give me injections so I can be sick? Do we do like that? We go to hospital? Huh? We go to hospital. What do? Doctor, please take out this. Kunti Devi said, bring it. bring it. Why? Because it will push me to Krishna. That is purity. Purity. Difficulty will push me to Krishna. For one who is not pure, difficulties will push us away from Krishna. You go to Shiva, you go to Durga, you go to Ganesh, you go to Sani, many. Kali, all of them. That's very, we will never remember Krishna. The purity will push Krishna, push one to Krishna. So, cleanliness leads one to that. When one is clean inside and outside, our attraction for Krishna, our interest for Krishna will be increasing. Krishna consciousness becomes more and more meaningful. Meaningful. Become reasonable. To associate with devotee become meaningful. Yes. If the heart is not clean, and look at devotee, look at these people. How can I associate with these people? Yesterday to Brina Prabhu, as soon as he arrived, he said, oh yes, back to my family. Yeah, the difference is very clear. This is family. Purity makes one to appreciate Krishna consciousness. If the heart is dirty, you cannot appreciate. Look at these people. Let me leave them and go away. So one devotee told me, Maharaj, these devotees, they're not good. I'm leaving. I want to go. I said, go to where? I'm going to my village. I said, Prabhu, should I tell you something? Yes, tell me. Tell me. I said, Prabhu, you are not living devotees. The devotees are pushing you away because of your dirty heart. So he kept quiet. You were trying to digest. That. And I said, when you go to your village, your parents are devotees? No. They are going to give you prasad? No. You have Harinam there? You haven't Harinam there? You have Kirtan there? You do Japa there? Huh? You wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What would a parent tell you? Huh?
That is disturbing.
Why are you disturbing our sleep? They did that to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nowadays. These sleepers cannot allow us to have a peaceful sleep after a good meal. Our village cannot be peaceful until we remove these rivers along with people and throw them to Ganga. Let us do immediately. Some people will say, I told you. You didn't believe me. Now you see, it is late. The Kazi is coming now to arrest everybody. Now it is late, you see, because you didn't believe me. They did not glorify, oh, Jai, like that, but nobody said that. They cannot allow us to have a peaceful sleep after a very good, what is a good meal? Meat. Varieties of meat, that is good meal. Dirtiness. Dirty. You cannot be attracted to Krishna. So I told him, Prabhu, it's a very big mistake you're making. Krishna, he threw you away. because you're offending devotees. Don't do that. To change. Fortunately, he's changed. And he didn't go. Now he is not talking about. He didn't talk about bad devotees again. Now he's peaceful. So, cleanliness will lead us to appreciate Krishna and then to surrender to Krishna. We surrender to Krishna. Cleanliness. It also brings what? Prosperity. You see? Prosperity. People want to prosper, but you are constantly thinking devilish. How will you prosper? How? What is the prosperity? Prosperity comes naturally for those who are pure in heart. Because it is Krishna's opulence. Well, you'll be attracted to all good things. Just like a person who has a suitable shoes on his feet. We have difficulty walking on pebbles. Huh?
No.
On top of nails, you have difficulty walking. If you have a suitable shoes on your feet, you have not difficulty, you walk peacefully. So one who is clean in the heart will have any scarcity of anything. Everything, all the good things will follow you automatically, just like your shadow follows the object. While external cleanness is expected of all four Varanas and Ashrams, especially of Brahmanas, in and of itself, cleanliness does not do justice to the word socha. You know? We have seen also some people who externally look very externally, they bathe nicely, they wash, keep the thing very clean, but they are not devotees, right? So sometimes you see many non-devotees, they have qualities which devotee doesn't have. So one would think that, oh, this current people who they have some good nature, at least being very kind with each other. So one would wonder, why are they not devotees? Why are they not attracted to Krishna consciousness? Piety is not sufficient to make one a devotee. Piety is not sufficient to make one a devotee. We need great fortune. Huge accumulation of piety will make one fortunate to be attracted to Krishna. The Vedic concept of socha also calls for a corresponding internal cleanliness, which is characterized by spiritual practices that purify the material dust from the heart. Thus, the word cleanliness implies a full range of internal purification. What is special emphasis on cleansing excessive attachment to an indulgence in sex life. Cleanliness, right? It brings one closer to Krishna. Full range of internal purification. with special emphasis on cleansing excessive attachment to an indulgence in sex life. Cleanliness is curtailed in proportion to one's growing attachment for women, for men, and for one addicted to sex itself is completely spoiled. Cleanliness. It's people who are very pure. They avoid all unnecessary things. They had never think of anything material or the activities of the body. They never do the activities with the body. If they do, maybe it's circumstantial or a religious purpose. That's all. Therefore, cleanliness of the mind can be cultivated by offenseless chanting and hearing of Krishna's names and qualities. Cleanliness of words by avoiding abusive and unnecessary talk. And cleanliness of the body by adopting hygienic practices like bathing twice daily, keeping the hands clean, being neatly dressed, and maintaining orderliness, orderly living and working conditions. Cleanliness is cleanliness. Our words should be clean. Our words should be clean. If the heart is clean, our word will be clean. Our vision will be clean. Our activity will be clean. Everything will be clean. If the mind is not clean, if the mind is dirty, our word will not be clean, to be dirty also. We are going to speak. Whatever we speak, it is coming from the mind. Our taste is coming from the mind. The taste we have comes from the mind. The taste determines the quality of everything that we do, the quality of our speech. What do we speak about constantly? 24 hours a day. What is the quality of our speech? Cleanliness of our speech. Cleanliness of our thought. What are we thinking? What is predominating our consciousness 24 hours? What is that? Huh? What is predominating our consciousness for the whole day? What is there? Krishna consciousness. Dirty things. So, materially speaking, looking at the whole thing, look at the situation and judging from experience, 90% of our thinking is negative. Why? Because the heart is dirty. So also our word is dirty. If a person is not Krishna conscious, what are we going to talk about? Prajalpa, or Gramya Kata, useless talk, idle talk. Idle talk is due to dirtiness of the heart. Idle talk. That's how Bhakti calls it. Idle talk. Idle talk. Bhakti word. Idle talk. Idle talk means destructive of frog talking. Froggish talk in discussion. Froggish discussion talking is what? Invitation, death. It's invitation. So a person who is talking rubbish things the whole day due to dirty knowledge because the heart is not clean and talking rubbish things. What are we doing? We are inviting death. We are inviting death to come. Quickly. Death is already there, but we can facilitate it. It is our material civilization. Material civilization is what? Advancement of civilization means facilitation of our death. facilitation. We label it civilization. What is that? A person who is civilization, not civilization. Changing object of sense gratification like he dresses. Is it not civilization? Is it enjoyment? So that is facilitating death or longevity. It's facilitation of death. Reducing the duration of our life. It's already very tiny. At 100. At 100, many of us will not reach there. Even if you reach there, you are useless for yourself and any person around you. Is it not? Yes. Everything you need will depend on someone to do it. And these days, the children are all outside the country. Where you are? Who will come? Okay? If you need matches, you call your son from Frankfurt to come and give you a box of matches. Yeah? He will come from there to come and give you. Daddy, I'm busy. I'm on duty. Right?
Yes.
Dirty word, dirty. Unnecessary talking, idle talks. The body also will be very dirty. Will be attracted to lower things. While one does not become Krishna conscious just by being clean, a Krishna conscious person is always clean. In that sense, cleanliness is godliness. Srila Prabhupada instructed and taught us in that way. Another thing I request is that everything in the temple should be kept nice and clean. Prabhupada is speaking. Should be kept
Nice
and clean. I have difficulty here because this is too clean. The floor is too clean. If I spend some time here, I have to go and wash my feet before I enter my room. And the water, after washing, you see, it's like my face, dark. But Papa said the temple should be clean and neat. We will hear it. It will be meaningful if the heart is clean. We will see it if the heart is clean. We'll be able to see it. For a person, if you keep mlecha here and the brahmana here, they are opposite. Is it not? They are opposite. A brahmana will say, "This place is dirty, Prabhu." Mlecha will say, "What is the dirt? The dirt? This is clean. That is all right now." They are opposite. The heart should be clean. Sometimes we're so busy that we don't have time to keep our huh? See? Yes, we're so busy. So one time, one temple, I was asked to give a brahmachari class. So I look, all the devotees sitting. So I said, dirtiness is not how do I put it? Yes. Only one sentence I use. The next day, I saw the Sankirtan bag, the big bag. I was looking at the devotee whose big bag is hanging here. I don't want to look at it twice. I don't know who has it, but whatever it is is our dresses we wear outside is clean, but our dhoti, our sari, our bead bag is not clean. How is that? Huh? The bead bag is not clean. I have from Arjun Prabhu. It's a not Arjun here, in Mauritius Arjun. It's a proper disciple. He said he's a proper disciple in Mauritius, Arjun Prabhu, and see no devotee there. He said that we should not use our bead bag twice. Every day morning I used to remember him. When I take my video, I will remember him. Up to that, cleanliness, up to that. So he changes his bead bag every day. We some of us change our bead bag once a year. It is not renunciation, it is dirtiness. It is not, but dirtiness. Everyone should wash hands before touching anything of Krishna's. We should wash our hands before touching anything Krishna. One day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Nakula Brahmachari, today I'm going to take my prasadam in your house. Nakula said, hey, my Lord, why are you teasing me like that? Today I'm having my lunch in your house. Nakula Brahmachari is poor. He goes for begging. After begging, then whatever he gets, he used to cook. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I'm eating in your house today. He was worried. How can you say that? I'm not somebody, I'm Nakula Brahmachari. Say, yes, I know you're Nakula Brahmachari. Today I'm eating, my Lord, please. Don't teach me like that. I'm not teaching you today. Go and cook, I'm coming. He was very disturbed. Me? How can I cook for the Lord? Why do I have to cook? So he consulted with other devotees. The devotees said, the Lord knows you are his unalloyed devotee. He's coming, he's coming. He says, come, he's coming. Please go and cook. Say, can I cook for the Lord? Okay, if you feel like this, then let me tell you. Get everything ready. Are you listening? Yes. Get everything ready. When you are cooking, do not touch anything, including your body. My material father is like that. He didn't hear it from Bhagavatam. Civilization is different. Civilization. People are civilized. They know what to do without reading scriptures. That is the beauty of a Vedic culture. We have remnant. Still lingering. Some remnant is still lingering. My father, you're cooking, you touch a dress, he won't eat it. He's illiterate. All of you are highly educated, PhD holders. We look at your behavior, doesn't befit. People are sorry from my village. Illiterate. They have good behavior. Good behavior. Touch a dhoti, my father will not eat their food. A nursing mother, for 3 months, my father will not eat from the wife. 3 months. In the city, civilization. Civilization. How many? Before I start entering kitchen to cook. The next day, you know? Contamination. Sachimata did not touch anything. Sachimata, the supreme mother who gave birth, who carried the Supreme Lord in her womb, such a matter, she maintained the Ekidate for 1 month before she taught anything for Krishna. 1 month after child's birth, 1 month contamination period, before she went to Ganga to bathe, and then start cooking. Civilization, how many months? How many days?
Few days. As long as you are okay.
As well as okay. You are up to 8. And some people, they get pregnant after 3 months. Some women, have seen some women who got pregnant. They became pregnant after 3 months of childbirth. I have seen. You didn't see?
It happens.
Eh? Yes. 3 months. She's pregnant. And I civilization civilization is very, very good. Civilization is good. Yes. One day I saw this mother. She was carrying the baby, and I look at the baby. The baby is very pale. So I went to her. Are you pregnant? She said yes. She said, how do you know? Look at your child. He's going to die.
Child.
She is breastfeeding the child. The child became pale, and I went to her and I said, are you pregnant? She said yes. I said, do you know? I'm looking at you now. Please, from now, don't give your breast milk to this baby again if you want a child. So why did you do that? Yeah, we want to finish it on time, so we will not have sex. We will not give birth to children again. We want to have 3, so we will finish. We will not have birth again. But they will not finish sex. They will continue. Dirtiness. This is dirty. We should always remember that Krishna is the purest, and similarly, only the pure can associate with him. Cleanliness is Krishnaness. You know?
Yes.
And cleanliness was on Srila Prabhupada's mind, even in his last days with us. In his final description of Varnashram standard, Srila Prabhupada emphasized, always neat and clean, rising early in the morning, see Mangal Arati. In this way, stay in Sattva Guna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Comments? Questions? I told you he will laugh at me. See?
Krishna Guru.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for going very deep in expatiating and making us understand more about all the different aspects of dirtiness. So from the whole discussion, in my own summary, I can see that you emphasize that the purity of the heart will determine how clean a person will become physically. So can you tell us more the activities we will perform that will make the heart clean so that everything will become clean?
Thank you. What are the things we should do to clean the heart? Because we need a broom, right? We need the soap and the water and the mop. How many things? 4 things now. So we need to keep the place clean. We also need the soap, water, and our strength to keep our dress clean. So what are the things we need? What are the materials we need to keep the heart clean? So that everything around us will be very clean. The consciousness will be very clean. Our activity will be very clean. Our speech will be clean. Our sight will be clean. Our relationship will be very clean. Now our relationship is not nice. Why? It's not clean. The heart is not clean. No one will stay with the 6 Goswamis and feel otherwise. They don't. Why? They're clean. Inside and outside. Clean. You will not like to go. No. People who came to Srila Prabhupada will not like to leave him. They want to stay. Why? The cleanliness is, yes, stay here. How can we leave this place? That's cleanliness. Inside is clean. It's attracting people. So what do we do? What are the technologies? The materials. Draw out the scripture. Draw out the scripture. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is number one. That is number one. Famous. To chant this name for cleansing, to chant the name in the way that it will clean the heart, offenses has to be avoided. Offenses. How we relate with each other has to be very, very carefully carefully examined, carefully examined. How, I'm repeating, how we relate with each other should be carefully examined. Carefully. Because if we don't do that, we will make offenses. And that offenses will check the cleaning. The cleaning of the heart we are doing. It will check it. It will stop it from cleaning. Instead of cleaning, it will add dirt. We accumulate more dirty things. So while we are chanting, Srila Bhakti said, I'm repeating, and I will continue to repeat it for this life. As we are chanting, we should work on ourselves. As we are chanting, we should work on ourselves. How do we do that? Eating is for nourishing this body, right? Yes. We are eating to nourish this body. If the environment we are cooking the food is dirty, the utensil we use in cooking the food is dirty, the item itself we are using for cooking is dirty, our hands are dirty, will that food nourish us? Huh? Therefore we should check our hands, the kitchen, utensils, and the items itself. Of course, the Vedas recommend that rotten things can be eaten by low class people, not by Brahmanas. First class, a high quality thing of Krishna or Brahmanas, high quality things. They should eat that. They should not eat rotten things. Low class people, they can eat rotten things. It's good for them because their consciousness is bad. Like Bible says, for a king should not take alcohol because he needs good intelligence to lead. But alcohol should be given to those who are ready to die. That is Proverbs. Similarly, low class people, it's okay. But high class people, no. And we, Prabhupada said here, Krishna is the supreme pure. Everything related to him should be on that level. In the Sanskrit word, in the Sanskrit, it is here in the scripture. To worship Brahman, we should become Brahman. Otherwise, what is the qualification? So, to work on ourselves means we should try, as you are chanting, to avoid offenses, to avoid what are the things I shouldn't do. What are the things I should do? I should read the scriptures. I should regularly attend the program. Regularly to hear. Regularly you should chant. Regularly you should eat anything sanctified. Whatever you want to eat must be good things. We should regularly do these things. Sadhana should be very strong. Strong sadhana. It requires that we should discipline ourselves. This is a process of developing character, discipline of the senses. If the senses are not disciplined, we cannot develop character. This is working ourselves. All the unnecessary things like I'm easily irritated, I'm abusive, and I talk bad about people. Working ourselves means that I should be looking at them. Oh, these are not good. Oh, these are not good. For any one of us to do this, we should hear. If we don't hear, we will not have the ability to give them up. They become our delicacies, which we feast on every day, which we are doing. Many of us are doing. If you hear, then we will realize, oh, these things are nonsense. Then we start giving them up. We should give them up. All the bad habits, we should give them up. Gossiping, stop them. Looking at unnecessary things, we should stop them. Association to be carefully selected. What we hear, what we see, how do we talk, what do we eat. Then we should check them. We should check ourselves carefully. That is working ourselves. If we don't do this, we can go on chanting for million lifetimes. Nothing will happen. The heart will not be clean. Does it make sense? Yes. These are the things we need to do to clean the heart. So as we are chanting, what we should do, we should chant regularly. We should also hear the scriptures. We should do all the services you have to do. Do them diligently and don't be idle at any time. You should not be
idle at any time.
You should always be engaged. Always be engaged. Otherwise they said idle mind. But it's a fact. It's a fact. Should keep yourself busy in Krishna. Don't sleep in the afternoon. Don't in the afternoon. It is dirtiness, it is laziness. Witches are strong in the night. Devotees are strong in the day. Isn't it? My father said, I don't see in the night, therefore I don't walk, I don't travel, I don't go out in the night. So I do everything in the daytime. It means you should do everything clean and the purpose. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.